All right, my boy, you good to go?
Okay. How you doing? My name Getaboy. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I never met my dad. We moved to LA because my mom was going through problems with other guys and they was beating on her and stuff like that. So we moved to LA. When I moved to LA, I had cousins that I never met. Growing up around them, it was a lot going on. A lot going on with LA in the streets. We was on 61st and Hoover, between Hoover and Figueroa. It was a lot going on in the streets. I had a older cousin who I looked up to. He was from a gang called Gangsters. Now, him coming around with gray pants, blue chucks, and blue sweaters on, it kind of turned me on to that color. Even though where I lived at was not that color. The color where I lived at was an orange color. So one day, just over there chilling, I'm still young. I'm about 7 at the time. My cousin is probably 4 days older than me. We both used to always look up to our older cousin. So anybody knows as you being younger, and he tell you let's go, it's a race between you and your cousin. Hey, let's run to the car. Who got shotgun? Whoever want to get in that front seat. So one day, I said it first, and I'm running down the stairs, and I see one of the guys from Hoover from up the street. He got a gun. I turn around and say, gun. I run back around, and I push my cousin out the way. From the way my cousin was coming down the stairs standing, and the way I pushed him, it hit him in his right arm, because it turned him around. He said that I saved his life, but truthfully, I don't look at it that way. I was young, a gun, I was scared. So from that going on, we grew up to, it was the Hoovers who shot us. So me being young, didn't know nothing about the thing. All I thought in my head was, fuck Hoovers, because of that situation. So we was young. We went to Newberry's, this was back in the day, and stole markers and went up there and started hitting up fuck Hoover on the church. So you know it was little drunk heads on the corner who seen us doing it. They called back. They like, yeah, it was the little dudes who stay down there. So now we had, at the time, me and my cousin, we were 7, like I said. We had about probably like 10 little Hoover gangs. Probably 6 of them was probably 13, 14. The rest of them was older. We had to go out there and fight. So us going out there fighting, they looked at us like, okay, you two got hard because we fought through all of them. But we was getting our ass whooped because we were younger. But we still fought. So that made them try to look at us and recruit us. We weren't trying to be recruited by them because y'all the same people who shot my cousin. So now as my mom being from Atlanta, Georgia, she don't know nothing about gangs or nothing like that. So the first thing in her mind is to move. So when she moved over to the wrong part because she moved to the Gangsters. So as me going up over there, I grew up, started chilling around them, I got put on. When I got put on, it was, you could kind of say for me, fun, because I had people to hang around. I never had a dad, nobody to grow up. I had older male figures to coach me, even though it was being coached to grow up and be a man, which I lacked of. So with that being said, out of everything going on, I wasn't the type to run around and gang bang and be the one, oh, I want to go shoot this first. My whole motivation was money. I used to go in the store, they used to have it, which y'all know now is Rite Aid. It used to be Thrifties. I used to go in the Thrifties when you know behind the counter, it used to be cartons of cigarettes. I used to steal them, go sell them. Back then, they used to be, I think it was $20 a carton or something like that. I'll sell them for 10. Half of the money just to make me some money. Back then, a lot of people didn't think that was money, but to me, as being 8, 9, that was money to me. So that infatuated me. I started doing things to make money. Me growing up in that time, I loved getting money no matter what. Now, I done had a couple of teams where I got to shooting and I got shot. You get shot is not no joke. And with me getting shot was We seen a Mexican car driving, and then we seen another car behind it, and the dude threw up neighborhood. Now, if anybody knows Trey Gangsters, that's your rivals. So I picked up a brick and threw the brick in front of the car, which the car caught up. It hit the front windshield, hit the guy. They turned around and started shooting. Boom, boom. At this time, we was on 76. I lived on 84th. I had to run from 76 all the way to 84th with these dudes shooting at me. I finally made it to the house, and my cousin was like, "Hey, man, what's wrong with your leg, Jay?" And I looked, and I'm like, "What is you talking about?" So then he showed my leg again, and I seen the blood, and just seeing the blood, I'm not going to lie,